Hello my gorgeous twins out there, this is Anthony Twin Love and I'm here with your energy update for this coming week. Guys, I hope you're well. Energies are bizarre this week, literally bizarre. I'll talk you through everything, but there's a reason, so bear with me. But before I get into it, I just want to do my thank yous to everyone who's reached out for their own personal readings this week with me. Thank you for coming to me. And with my repeat clients as well, thank you guys. It's really nice that you come back, and it's good to know that things have started to take shape and happen. Thank you to all of those who have commented and liked and subscribed, and welcome to my new subscribers as well. Thank you for following me. And just for those of you who have maintained making donations as well, I really do appreciate it, because you know, your donations are helping me do this for you. As you know, I'm not getting paid to do these energy updates. I don't have monetization on my channel. So, you know, I welcome all donations, no matter how small, how big, you know, I'm so grateful to everything that you guys do for me too. So I just wanted to say thank you. Now then, I haven't done the Titania fortune cards yet, because I have been shuffling and shuffling and shuffling for literally 5 minutes with these cards specifically, and not one card dropped out. So I feel like I should do them live. Everything else I've done and they've dropped out as normal, but with the Titania they haven't. So I've got a feeling it's because I'm supposed to do it live. So I'll go through my usual routine anyway. And then when it comes to going to the Titania cards, I will do them live. So if it takes longer than normal, I do apologise. This is basically why I tend to do it before, because it can take a while. Those of you who have had a personal reading with me, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yes, this is clearly how they want it today. So I did a bit of channeling today. I felt really, I was pulled to do it. And, you know, so far my dream state has been telling me what's been coming up, but I feel really compelled today to actually do channeled messages for the collective, because I know that the energies are really weird, and I don't know if it's just me, but my technology has gone skew-if, and Mercury hasn't even gone into the retrograde yet. It doesn't happen until Thursday, so it already started for me like 4 or 5 days ago. And my energy has been really weird, kind of like feeling really good and really off at the same time. So I'm going to just talk you through it basically. So the first things first, in my dream I was in a lift and I was going up from floor 4 to floor 7. Now I had to have a look back, because 4s and 7s have been before for me. And this is my notepad, as you see, and I write everything down, you know, like past things and for different people. Oh, there you go, it's just come on this page. And a few updates ago, I had, this was the one where it had Pele and 4s and 7s that Rich gave me, my twin, in the message. That was dream state. And I had to look up the 4s and I had to look up the 7s, and you know, this is all happening from before. And the 4s are having faith and confident that things are going in the right direction. We're resonating with the universe in perfect synchronicity. We're in harmony with the universe, and we've got security and secure foundations. This is the 4. Now, I was going from 4 to 7 in the lift. And when I say I know that it's we, because I know that when I dream things for me, it's for the collective. And the 7s. Something truly beautiful and awe-inspiring is happening or is about to happen in your life. Associated with luck, good fortune, miracles, optimism, fulfilled dreams, rewards are coming, reach natural manifestation abilities. So clearly we are going from, you know, being in harmony and synchronicity with the universe to coming into something that is fortunate, good luck, optimism, miracles, fulfilled dreams. I have been saying about these wishes coming true, I think, for 2-3 weeks now. So this is still a reoccurrence, right? But we have to go with the energies at the minute, because the planets are going completely crazy. So we're obviously still having to go through certain things, which I'll get to. Now, when I wrote this down, this was just before I knew what was going on with my mum and before I went back to the UK. And I was reading, obviously, today what the 7 was. And it says, good fortune, luck, miracles, optimism. Now, considering what happened with my mum, I would say that's pretty spot on. You know, it was a miracle. It has been miraculous. It has been very fortunate. Good luck. You know, complete and utter protection. So this is very apt, I do believe, guys, that this, you know, keeps coming. So obviously we've got more to come now, which is just, I feel, just amazing. Like, this is the whole point, you know. This is what it's about, to get to where we want to get to. Now, that was that. Hang on a second. Right. And then I had another dream where I was given this key, and it was also associated to do with these people that I knew from my past, which for the love of God, I have not thought about since I was probably 16 years old. And it was all to do with these people and this key. This key was very important. And it was like I was closing the door on my past because I needed to reopen my future. And this is what the dream was. And the key was so significant in this dream. And the next day in real life, this dream was a couple of nights ago. The next day in real life, I felt compelled to do my own Titania cards, just the Titania, not the tarot. And the key came out in 2 different spreads that I did. The key came out, and then I was shuffling the fortune reading cards, and the key fell out. So clearly this is a message of opportunities coming in. I think that we're finally ready to let go of the past, and we have the ability of unlocking our lives with the opportunities and the hopes, dreams and desires that we want, and we're manifesting it into reality. We are the key holders, right? So this is all really significant, and it's all still, you know, a continuous energy that we're in. Now, with this week's energies, and I do believe it's going to probably be ongoing until maybe, you know, August time, but there has been, you know, elements of dipping in and out of doubt, elements of having triggers resurfacing, which you kind of know how to handle, but they keep nonetheless coming up. You know, kind of dizziness, lethargy, headaches, tiredness. And it's been very kind of heavy. I feel very heavy. And I know that it's not all mine. I do know that. And I do know that it's not just me picking up on the collective energy either. But I do know that it's also to do with my twin, his mental state at the moment. He's actually driving me crazy. And I've kept my distance this week, with, well, the last few days, because I can sense that he's not quite right. And it's triggering me. And I'm thinking I don't even need to say this out loud because I don't even care about this because it's not even my stuff. So I've stayed well away because I don't want to be caught up in this web, and I'm trying to detach that link to what he's going through because I know it's not mine. So I'm trying to just sort of keep my distance at the minute. We haven't gone away yet. We're going away on Monday. So, you know, we're going to be spending next week together. I told you last week that this is coming up. And I'm going on a yoga retreat beforehand, which is going to be lovely. I think it's just what I need to just kind of ground myself, ready for our, you know, time together next week. But, you know, with Mercury coming up, Mercury retrograde, coming up, you know, it's not a bad thing. It just means, you know, things can kind of become a bit more stagnant, and, you know, communication can be off, you know, your technology goes skew-if and everything. That's fine, you know, it's an energy that we've been through 100 million times. We've got through it. But we've also got the lunar eclipse on Friday. And that's huge. It's a huge, huge opening and gateway, and it's going to make so many changes. Changes are coming in profoundly. So, you know, this is an energy that we've just got to ride at the minute. But I've put here, you know, DMs, they're triggered and purging, and they're going through another time of an ascension process, because they're actually addressing a lot of past issues that are resurfacing for them, which is why I feel I've been triggered in the last couple of days, because I'm picking up on his mental state at the moment, right? And I put DF's picking up their energies, which we are. So therefore, doubts and fears have been creeping back in. But I've got to tell you, Divine Feminines, it's not actually yours. Okay? It really isn't. Because deep down, inside, I feel really good. I'm in a really good humour. But I'm just drained from outside energies. And I do feel this is collective. I really do. Now, channeling, they've said Mercury retrograde is on the 26th. I don't actually know if that's true. I didn't even check before I've even come on here. I could be wrong, but this is what they gave me. So can someone please confirm? Because I might forget to even... I tend to forget what I've just said as soon as I've said it. But they've said, so watch for how you communicate and try to remain in love, as a lot is coming to the surface, so don't play the blame game. All right? This is what they've said. Good thing is, this is going to help propel twins, as a lot of negative is going to be cleared, which is brilliant. Anxiety, headaches, lethargy, tiredness. Stay grounded throughout this next week and remember how far you've come and what you've learned. I think what they mean by this is that because of the intensity and because you're picking up on what they're going through at the moment, you're being triggered, but it's a false trigger. So they're reminding you what you've learnt through these triggers already, so that you can remain in love and maybe possibly help them through what they're going through. So don't personalise it. Don't make it your thing. Remember, it's not yours, it's theirs, kind of thing. Yeah, and that was it. And then the other things that I've written down here, my experiences, I have been jumping. I normally sleep on the left side of the bed, and my twin is always on the right. And because obviously we don't live together or anything, this last week or so, I have been flitting from left to right to left to right throughout the whole night. And I feel like I'm in and out of my masculine, feminine energy. I'm flitting between the two. It's just been really odd. I don't generally do that. I'm on my side and I'm happy and I'm away like a baby. This last week, no. Tired so bad, yet can't sleep very well. And I'm in between the two. And it's like I'm dipping in and out of his energy and my energy. I'm trying to balance my energy with my masculine and my feminine. And I'm flitting in and out. It's really bizarre. But one thing that has been very beneficial for my journey, which I will do on my next journey update, my next video part of my journey specifically, is that the feminines in my twin's life and me have been forming a very good relationship within this last week, and actually a huge shift happened. And for those of you who've watched my journey, you would know that the parents and me have had friction because of what happened, because I got with his brother-in-law 4 years ago, and we had a major shift this week, and we had the biggest hug, biggest cuddle. I actually did her a reading and I hit a lot of truths. I opened a whole can of worms, and I think this is gonna have some sort of impact on her relationship with her children, twin being one of them, the dynamic within their family. And I just feel like I was obviously guided to them for a reason, or they were guided to me for a reason. And the shift that's taken place has been a miraculous shift. And I never thought I would see the day that I would be sitting there hugging and holding hands with my twin's mum. So, you know, that's just for me blown my mind. But there you go. So, you know, miracles really do happen. This is insane. Beautifully insane. So there you go. That was the channeled messages. So what we have for the Divine Feminines, we have got 7 of Cups. So we're going to have emotional choices coming in for us, all right? And every choice that presents itself is going to be brilliant. It's going to bring us something that we need, that we want, that is substantial, that is great. It's going to give us many lessons, and it's going to be wonderful. But with this card, what they say is, you know, once you've made a decision, don't retract. You can't go back on it, okay? Because it can be detrimental. So follow your heart when you're making these decisions. Be true to your heart. Be true to yourself, all right? Don't let fear stand in the way of what it is you really want to go for. But it's going to be wonderful. Any experience that comes in with these choices are going to be fantastic. And we've got karmic justice being served, Knight of Swords. And this is the knight in shining armour. This is the knight that puts things right. And as you see, it's all communication here, okay? So communication can well be happening for a lot of twins out there that have not been in communication. Also, the ones that are in communication, a lot of truth and vulnerability and a lot of talks are going to be coming out. So like they said with this Mercury retrograde, you know, don't play the blame game. Be honest, be vulnerable, be open, be true. You know, don't allow their negative to come in. Try and help them through situations, because they aren't going through the best of times internally at this moment, okay? But things are going to be put right. Things are working in a divine feminine's favour. And like this is just confirming the doubts and fears with the Eight of Swords. This is basically the energies that we're in at the moment, because we're dipping in and out of this doubt and this fear, and it's creeping back in. But like I said, just remain, you know, remain in that thought process of that this isn't yours, okay? Because we have got mental clarity. This is the Six of Swords, and this is basically calmer waters ahead. You know, our life's journey is going to be so much smoother, because we're going to have a lot more clarity and feel a lot more calm and good and going in the right direction, all right? So life is good. We're sailing well. We're going on to much smoother, calmer waters, all right? Got a lot of swords energy here. And then with the twins, we've got the Six of Wands. They've got a six as well. And this is victory, triumph, and success. They are coming into victorious times. They are winning in situations because they are seeing to themselves, all right? So they are going to be extremely victorious in what they're going through at the moment. This is leading them to this victorious state of being. And this is their reawakening. Like I said, they're going through another ascension process. So they are having another reawakening at this moment. And, you know, things are coming up again. This is past things that are coming up that they're dealing with. But it's helping them get to the state of victory, okay? They really are working on themselves. And this is going to lead them to decisions that they need to make based on trust. Which is interesting, because opposite, we've got doubt and fear. And the Two of Swords can be associated with fear, because they have to base this decision solely on faith and trust, because they're not going to know what the outcome is going to give them. Therefore, they're hesitant, you know, because they don't know what it's going to bring them. They know what they want, but they're scared because they want it to work. But this is why we're picking up that doubt and fear, directly opposite, okay? So this is just because of they just don't know how yet, or when yet, or what decision to make. They want it, but they're just allowing the fear to kind of cloud them at the moment. But having said that, they are going to be coming into more of their feminine energy, okay? They've got the Queen of Cups, and this is them stepping into their feminine, nurturing, loving aspects of themselves. This is what they're working towards, okay? And they're stepping into that love for self, love for others, love for twin. So this is where they're coming to. Just be patient with them. But I do feel that that's quite spot on, to be honest with you. And the Ace of Wands is what jumped out for the both. And this is passionate new beginnings. New passion, new fire, energy, zest for life, sexual energy, okay? So you might be feeling very sexual as well. You could be feeling your twins really connecting with you sexually as well, all right? So if you've got that sexual energy, that's why in the 5D. Okay, now then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to these last because this is just so spot on. So let me just now shuffle the Titania cards and see if they want to finally jump out for you guys. So please bear with me. I need 9 cards, please, for the Twin Flame collective energies. What is about to occur? Right, they came out. Okay. And another 4 cards, please. 4 cards. See, they jumped out quite quickly, and then the remaining taking their time, but it's fine. If you get bored, please feel free to skip. I will not get offended in the slightest. But it does take a while, you see. Oh dear. What's that now? 3rd week running, I think? Oh. Okay, I need 2 more cards, please, universe. Okay. Yeah, pretty much what these are saying here. Okay, right, here we go. We have got the clouds, the clover, and the anchor. Now the clouds is all about, you know, clouded vision, clouded way of thinking, negative thinking, doubts, fears, anxieties, like I've said here, okay? Don't forget this is for the both here, because the divine feminines are picking up on the divine masculines, all right? But we've got the clover next to it, which means that this is all in the hands of the gods. They are fully protecting this whole energy stance at the moment. This is all necessary because what it's going to bring is a great deal of luck. The clover is the best card, along with the star, actually, in the pack. And we've got security. This is all about grounding ourselves. And that's exactly what it is for, actually, within this reading today. It's about grounding ourselves. Because of what this is doing in our mental state, what it's saying is, don't need to. You've got a great deal of luck. We've got a great, big, lucky period coming into our lives. And it's going to bring us a great deal of security, and we're grounding ourselves, okay? And here, I love that the star just jumps out every time. We've got the book, so things are going to be revealed, okay? Things that we're not aware of are going to come to light. And it's all connected within our personal lives, okay? So because the house is next to the book. In some instances, then this can be a new home for some people out there. Could just resonate, I'll just put it out there. But because it's a general collective reading, this is basically things, you know, coming into light with regards to our home lives, which is bringing our wishes. There you go, again, the star. Hopes, dreams, wishes coming true, okay? And with this last line, which is spot on with what these cards are here, we've got the flowers, an abundance of happiness. And it's next to the whip, which is all about struggles, anxiety, grief, arguments. But look where it's next to. It's next to the flowers, which means that it's all going to be dispersing. Yes, you might need to clear out with the communication here some things, some issues that have been addressed. But once it's cleared, this negative energy is dispersing, because it's going to put you into a much clearer state of living, of being, of your mind, of your heart. And this is our treasures coming in. The ship is all about our treasures coming in. It's also indicative of a journey, granted. But in this case, I do believe that, you know, it's a lot more smooth. Life is going to become a lot more smooth. And our treasures are literally coming in because we've got an abundance of happiness, all right? So it's very apt. They're saying the same thing as the tarot. And then to finalise, we've got the star. So again, what's that now? Twice, I think, star had come out. Star. Hard times are over. I do think that we're getting through these hard times as when we are now, and they are going to be over imminently. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and possibility. I mean, seriously. And then, underneath, these three cards jumped out together. Then the next card was unity. Can't even make this stuff up. A time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. I think that's pretty spot on to where this is going. All right. And then, guess what the last card was? Key. And it says, new beginnings, directions and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. So it's just like I channeled, just like what happened with me the other day with the dreams and my cards. So it's a pretty important message. I think the key is probably the most significant thing to kind of focus on at the moment, because it's all about letting go of the past. And I think that these energies are here because it's the divine masculines that are actually doing that. And it's the divine feminines that are picking up on that energy. And also, it's the divine feminines that are having to let go of what's happened within your past with your twin as well, in order for these new beginnings to actually take place and for you to get your wish of this unity as well. So, I think it's pretty spot on, actually. So yeah, there you go, guys. Very, very, very interesting reading. Very interesting. Just to finish off as well, I will not be taking any more bookings this week. I'm now fully booked, and I will not be doing any readings up until the 3rd of August, because I'm away for the weekend for my yoga retreat. Then I'm away with my twin up until the 3rd of August. So I won't be coming with any energy updates until then anyway, and I won't be taking any bookings. But please feel free, if you want to book in with me after that, still send me an email and the payment, and I'll make sure your slot is secured for when I get back, all right? And as always, guys, just sending you tons of love and light and just beautiful things your way. And keep me posted. Please keep commenting. Let me know how you're getting on. And I just love you all. All right, take care, guys. Bye.